I don't say this lightly, but I think this might be the scariest movie I've ever seen. And not in a fun way. Not in a jump scare way. I'm talking about the kind of fear that actually follows you to bed. Because after watching this, I genuinely had a hard time falling asleep. After seeing When Evil Lurks, which I already thought was incredible, I went back and started looking into Demian Rugna's earlier work. And that's how I found Terrified. I didn't expect much going in, just another horror movie, maybe a few creepy moments, but nothing that would actually get to me. I was wrong. I've had moments before where I've had to pause a movie, but that's usually because something is just too violent or too grotesque. This was different. I had to pause this movie because I was actually scared. And I don't think that's happened to me since I was a kid watching The Shining for the first time. There's something about Terrified that just feels wrong. There's one scene in particular that stuck with me immediately. A man is asleep in his house, and he wakes up to this repetitive tapping sound coming from inside the walls. At first, he's just annoyed. He thinks it's construction or something outside. So he gets up, goes to check. Nothing. Comes back inside, and that annoyance slowly turns into something else. Something uneasy. And then he finds it. His girlfriend is hanging in the bathroom, suspended above the bathtub, and something is making her body swing back and forth, slamming into the wall, over and over and over again. The scene only lasts a few seconds, but it feels like it goes on forever. And the movie just keeps doing that to you. There's another moment with a deceased little boy sitting at a table, completely still, completely silent, and you're just waiting for something to happen, for him to move, for anything. And the longer it goes, the worse it gets. What makes this movie so effective is how casually it shows you things that shouldn't be there. Figures, shapes, faces, just barely visible in the background. And then suddenly, they're not in the background anymore. They're right in front of you. It's not loud, it's not over the top. It just creates this constant feeling of, you shouldn't be seeing this. And it doesn't let you relax. Not even for a second. It's an incredibly uncomfortable 90 minutes. But if you're someone who actually wants a horror movie to scare you, not just entertain you, this is one I would absolutely recommend. And honestly, it's kind of a shame that more people don't talk about it. Because just like When Evil Lurks, this is another example of how many great horror films get overlooked just because they're not in English. If you're into horror that actually sticks with you, I've got more videos like this coming.